What can you do and not do with 16mm lens? What can you photograph or film with this focal length? What to avoid? I've got here a newly released Viltrox full-frame AF16 1.8 FE E-Mount autofocus prime lens. I'll be using it with Sony A7S III. Ahoy, this is Zdenka. If you are into photography and video, consider subscribing. First of all, let me show you the lens I will be working with. The lens is heavy duty, it's made of metal. The weight is 550 grams, it is dust-proof and water resistant, but not fully waterproof, so you have to be careful in the rain. Focal length is 16mm. Aperture starts at f1.8, so this is excellent in low light conditions, and it can go all the way to f22. You can either set aperture to A and control it through the camera, or you can change aperture directly on the lens. There are two modes available: clickable, so you feel the clicks, or you can turn off the clicks with this side button. Now it's smooth and very quiet. Viewing angle is 105.6 degrees. Shooting distance starts at 0.257 meters and goes all the way to infinity. Lens is 85.2mm by 103mm, and if you need to use a filter with this lens, you would use a 77mm filter. Maximum magnification is 0.1 time. It has noiseless STM focus motor. Here is automatic focus and manual focus switch. There is also function 1 and function 2 button, which I will show you a bit later, together with the display, which is very cool. I will run noise and focus tests a little bit later in this video, and I will also look at some photos and check out the sharpness. I am a big fan of Viltrox lenses. I have few of them and I use them regularly. What is a 16mm lens used for? Wide angle shots. It has a wide field of view, so you can fit more of a scene compared to standard lenses. It is used for many things. It's ideal for landscape photography. Architecture would be another choice. You can capture those tall buildings, interior photography, large groups of people, and certain types of documentary filmmaking. It is also a popular choice for filmmakers who want to create a sense of depth and immersion. It can magnify the distance between objects in foreground and background, giving a unique perspective. The whole visual impact of the scene will stand out even more. As this has large aperture, let's do some night filming and photography. It's nice and early. I'm here at the location quite empty, so I have the whole thing to myself. I'm gonna do some photos and some clips to show you sample footage and sample, obviously, photos of this lens. For video, I'm gonna be using Freewell Variable ND filter. Since we are at it, let's look at the sharpness of the images. The most sharpness, obviously, you are going to get at aperture f2.8, which is expected. When you are going to close down the aperture to f16, you are going to see some sun stars. This is the shape you are going to get. There are no strict rules what you shouldn't be filming with 16mm lens or taking photos of, but there are certain subjects and scenarios which are not ideal with 16mm focal length. First one would be close-ups. Because of the wide angle, getting extremely close to the subject might give you distortion or not really nice proportions unless you want to get close on purpose to get those distortions. For extreme close-ups, it is better to use a longer focal length lens. Next are portraits. 16mm lenses can cause facial distortion. What it means is that faces can look stretched or changed. So that is not really what you want for traditional portrait photography. The same goes when it comes to product photography. When you take photos of small objects or products, a wide angle will cause distortions and the object is not going to look the way it really looks. You might want to grab a longer focal length instead. Lastly, wildlife or sports photography. For fast-moving objects or distant wildlife, you may not get the magnification you need. A longer focal length lens with a narrow field of view is always a preferred choice for such situations. But all this doesn't mean that you should stop experimenting, that you should stop being creative. Push the limits, try something new and interesting, weird and unique. Shape your own personal style. Bottom line, the best to shoot with this lens is landscapes, architecture, interior, and large groups of people. This lens has silent motors, so I would like to obviously test it how silent it is and how quick the focus is. So I am going to put it on the Sony camera now. I'm gonna put the microphone a bit closer. I'm gonna get very quiet and let's run a quick test. There are two more things I would like to mention about this lens. First of all, I want to return to the display. It has very detailed information. You can see object distance, AB preset object distance, function icon, AB preset object distance bar, current object distance, aperture bar, and aperture indication identification. So when I change out of focus to manual, for example, and I start changing focus, you can see how the numbers are all changing. Function 1 and Function 2 buttons. What are they for? Function 1 is a focus lock. If I'm, let's say, in photo mode, I have automatic focus selected and I focus on something, I will press and hold the Function 1 button. It will lock the focus and now I can compose the shot. When I half press, it's not going to focus again because I locked the focus already with the button and I'm holding. Now I can take the shot. Function 2 is for AB preset distance object operation. In simple words, I will select a manual focus, I will focus on something, press and hold the Function 2 button, the little A icon will go green. This means now that this focus has been saved as a preset. Then I will manually focus on something else. That would be the point B. Press and hold to save this. Now when I press the Function 2 button, it will select A focus, and if I press again, it will go to B focus. So I can go between those two. I hope it makes sense. From my personal experience, Viltrox has good quality lenses. I am super happy with the results and I have received many compliments on the footage in the post, below the videos, in the comments. You seem to notice whenever I use any of those prime lenses. The best part is that they are priced in a lower category, so you don't end up paying crazy amounts. For those interested, I linked the product below in a video description. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this lens. Well, give it a thumbs up if you liked today's video. Don't forget to subscribe for more and perhaps check out one of these ones next. See you in the next video. Ciao, ahoj!